All right. I think we're all set. Yeah. Great. Thank you guys for being here today. Really glad to have you. I wanted to work a little bit on the whole body today as usual, but I wanted to focus a little bit on balance. So that's what we're going to work toward, is creating balance. So we'll do that in a bunch of different ways with a bunch of different applications of the word balance. We'll do that today, and also for those of you on Thursday, we'll work on that same theme. So starting out, the best place to balance is on our fabulous roller. So we'll start there. I'm going to have you jump on down onto that roller. Right, nothing fantastically new here, just our same work to keep ourselves going. So I'm gonna have you just rest there for a moment, taking a few really good breaths in, and then exhaling. And another breath in, and exhale. One more breath in, and then exhale. Great. Let's take the arms up to the sky, just keeping those shoulder blades really heavy on the roller. So I'm really almost thinking about hugging the roller with my shoulder blades. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhaling up and back down. Normally we're focused on the shoulders as we do this, but I want you today to focus on the roller underneath you. So that roller should really remain still. There should be no movement of that roller as the hands are moving up and down. The back of the neck is stretching and down, reaching up and down, and reaching up and down. Great, we're going to take the one arm overhead, the same thing, focus on that roller. What happens when I take that arm overhead? We'll switch sides, that hold that roller steady, and then switch. Back of the neck is stretching, and switch. Great, and switch. And switch. Good, roller super steady. And switch again. We'll take both arms overhead at the same time. So back of the neck is long. We're going to stretch back here with both arms. Inhale up. Stretching away. Inhale up. Stretching away. Inhale up. And stretching away. Keeping that roller really steady. Inhale up, and then you'll open up the arms to the side. So again, I'm going to find that balance. So I don't really need my feet on the floor. I could even bring just my tippy toes to the floor, and the roller would still stay pretty still and non-moving. And that's without really the pressure of my hand. It's because I'm working through my center here to create that stability. So you can play with that. It's a very safe place to play. Letting the chest open up, you can find a good spot where you're at the tightest. Make sure the back of the neck is really stretching. The ribs are contracting down to keep your spine neutral. And then you'll go ahead and sweep the arms down. We can bring them up to the sky. You're going to just hold here and take one leg to tabletop. Right? I'm still going to keep that foot that's on the floor pretty light. Right, so it's really holding very lightly to the floor. You can lift the heel or keep it down, but my focus is not on keeping myself balanced from the leg. It's from keeping myself balanced in the middle. If you're comfortable here, we can extend out and in. If you're struggling there, just stay still and work on lightening the foot that's on the floor, trying to find the abdominals that are holding you there. The back of the neck stretching long and out, in, and out, in and out. Holding on the in, we're going to switch sides, but try to switch without putting the leg down first. So I'm going to lift the other leg and then switch sides. So keeping the body really still again, stomach's pulling in. Again, not too much weight on the foot on the floor. I want to hold this from my center. And then you can let arms and leg extend. Out. In, holding that tummy tight. So as the leg extends, I've really got to hold that stomach tight to hold me still. out, in, out, in, out, in, and out, in. Again, here, trying to switch legs without, so bring the leg up first and switching sides. Great, now I'm going to stretch the free leg, or the leg that's up to the sky here, straight up, and lower it down. Now, if you need a hand on the floor, feel free. Again, you can always just hold a static position instead of a moving position to help you with that stability. Out, and in, or down and out, down and up, and up. We're really relying on your center. Good, one more time. Hold that leg up, let's bend it to tabletop. We'll switch sides again. Great, stretching the other leg up to the sky. And going down and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down, and up. Great, bend that knee. We're switching one more time back to the other side. Good, foot's gonna go up to the sky. Here, I would recommend getting a nice solid stance. If you need your arms down, that's okay too. We're going to circle this top leg around. Circling it. Right. Keeping yourself really as steady as you can on that roller. So the circle's very controlled. Excellent. Stomach's holding tight. I hope you're feeling your abs. We're going to circle the other way around. Definitely feeling the work in my abs, and the bigger I make that circle, the more I have to work those abs. Great, and then we're gonna hold that leg in tabletop, switch sides again, anchor the foot nice and gently, still gently down, but just firmly down, and we're circling this leg up here. Holding steady. Really finding that stability in the abs. And then we're going to reverse the circle. You'd probably find one side easier than the other. I definitely have one side that's easier than the other. There we go. Great, and bend that knee. You can relax the foot down. Well done. Okay, we're going to take the hands down now to the floor. Take both legs to tabletop. You guys know this one well. It's one of my favorites here. The hands ideally are super light on the floor, right? Just holding tabletop. I've got a fingertip down on each side or two fingertips. Okay, I'm going to have a little wiggle happening, but I want to try and stabilize that as much as possible. And if this is all you can manage, this is fine. If you want a little more, we'll tap one foot down and bring it back. Remember, you want that back of the neck to stay lengthening away. That'll actually help you create more stability. Alternating feet. That's it. But making sure that lower back's not arching. Okay, one more each side. Very nice. And you can lower those feet down. All right, well done. Let's come off the roller. And I'm going to have you put your feet on it. And take your squishy ball between your knees. So feet on the roller, squishy ball between your knees. So why we use that squishy ball is to help you activate your inner thigh. So you want to keep some tension on that ball, not a ton. We're not trying to kill the ball, just trying to have the ball help us be a little more active in the medial side of our leg. Right, we're going to roll just gently into the coccyx, warming up that lower spine. So holding the belly and rolling into that coccyx curl, inhaling back to neutral. You can play with this motion. See how much coccyx curl you can get. And then going back to neutral. Exhaling, finding length, even as you coccyx curl. So I'm not trying to squash my back to the floor. I'm just trying to create space between those vertebrae And exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, releasing. Nice job. We're going to continue that coccyx scroll and bring it up into the bridge. Relax the hands, relax the chest, lengthen the neck, and if you need to hug yourself to get those shoulder blades wide on the floor, please do. You're also welcome to take the arm and just kind of out into a cactus to give you that big base. That's where we're holding our weight. Yeah. So here I'm going to have you pull on that roller a little in and pull in. Great. Pull in. Pull in. Keep that belly hollowing. In fact, it should get more and more hollow as you go in, and in. Nice job. We're going to lengthen the spine away from the head and neck, down all the way to the floor. Great. So here, I'm going to give you the choice. You can keep your feet on the roller. That would be the more difficult. Or if you need to put your feet on the floor instead, you're welcome to. Everything else stays the same. We're going to start out exactly the same. Hollow. I'm going to roll up into my bridge. Hold it there. Great. Maybe putting those hands at your pelvis to make sure it's going to stay level. We want to send one leg up and out. So I want to really keep that pelvis square. Yes? And then I'm going to replace the foot down, pulling a little in on that roller and come up with the other. If the ball falls away, don't worry. So here we're looking at balance side to side, right? I want to make sure that my pelvis stays level on each side as I go to switch legs and bring it in. Each time kind of pulling in on that roller, out and bending in. Good. Out. Nice job. Keeping that pelvis totally still, bending in, connecting out, bending in, pulling with that heel out, bending in. We've got one more each side. Stretch and bring it back and stretch. Good. No wobbling at that pelvis and bring it back. Nice job. Hold there for a moment. Make sure everything is level. I'm going to roll my way slowly back down. Right, so different kind of balance, that side to side balance is key for us, especially as we get up into standing position. All right, we can't talk about balance without talking about abdominal strength. So here we go. I'm going to have you put that ball between your knees. You're going to take your legs to tabletop. Hands can go behind the thighs here. I want you to go ahead and put a little pressure on that ball with your knees. And you're going to exhale, squeeze a little on that ball, press the legs away into your hands. When I'm doing this to help me find my belly sink downward. Inhale to bend the knees. Exhale, press. I'm blowing air out, letting the belly sink downward towards my spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, well done. Exhaling, right, belly sinking, shoulders are relaxing. Inhaling and exhaling. And let that belly really sink down. Use that help of those hands back there to get you there. And inhaling. Great. You can take your hands behind your neck. Really hugging that neck with your hands. Making sure that it's okay for your body. I'm going to exhale, squeeze that neck, and just pull my head off my shoulders. Shoulder blades pull down the opposite direction. I'm going to keep that nice pull. And then connect my ribs, exhaling, rib cage. I can float my head just a tiny bit off the floor, or if it's okay for your body, you can continue upward into that upper ab curl. Both are very acceptable. And then slowly back down. Inhaling, exhaling up. Keep that tailbone on the floor, inhaling down. I'm just going to have those legs hovering there. Little pressure on the ball, exhaling up. Good, little pressure on that ball, inhaling. So keep going here. Why do we need abs for balance? Because they're going to hold us over our feet with active muscles in our legs. So that's really the key. Also, just getting that inner thigh activation and connection to the pelvic floor and core is really key for us as well. We'll get there. Exhaling, lengthening, coming up towards the ball and back down. And exhaling, lengthening shoulders down, chest coming up. And rolling back down, great. You can let the ball fall away. We're gonna keep the hands behind the neck. You have the choice to leave your head where it is, to float it up, or to come into an upper ab curl, whatever suits your body the best. And we're gonna send one leg out and bring it back. The pelvis, everything stays still. And bring it back. I want you to really focus on not moving once you set yourself. Except for that leg, everything's totally still. And bring it back. Extend all the way and bring it back. Extending out, bring it back. Exhale out, inhale back. Exhale, reach, inhale back. Exhale, reach, inhale back. And exhale, reach, inhale back. One more, reach. Inhale, other side, reach, and bring it in. Good, take a moment, relax your way down. We're gonna place the right foot on the floor. The left leg is gonna stay in tabletop. I'm gonna release my right hand from behind my neck and take it across to my outer left thigh. So here, I'm gonna stretch the back of my neck. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna stretch the back of my neck and I'm gonna come upward and across and slowly down. Exhaling, inhaling. Exhale, lengthening up, inhaling down. Exhale, lengthening up, inhaling down. Now, watch out, I was about to do myself. Don't pull that elbow in, I'm gonna rotate it open. I don't want the elbow to pull my head up. I want my ribs to pull my head up and down. Exhaling up. Exhaling up and down. Last one. Up and down. Great, let's go ahead and switch sides. We'll start with the left leg down, right leg in tabletop. Left arm is coming to the outside of the right leg. And here we go. Exhaling up. Inhaling down. Nice job. Exhaling. So making sure that elbow stays wide, right? It's my rib cage that's helping me get here. And slowly down. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. And one more time. Exhale. And inhale your way back down. Well done. Okay, let's pick up that ball with our feet now. So holding that ball with your feet. Great. We're going to keep the head down for a moment. You're going to exhale. Belly's going to sink. If you need a little support, hands can definitely go behind the thighs. Reaching up and bending back in. Exhale, stomach drops, legs reach. Inhale back in. Exhale, reach, belly sinks. 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 Inhale back in. So then let's take those legs up just for a little bit longer here. And you're gonna, I think it's a little better to have the hands behind the neck here. You're gonna exhale, lengthen the chest, so ribs down, head elongated. You can stay just floating or come up. And you're gonna try and lower the legs a little bit and bring them back. Don't get too aggressive with this one. You want those knees straight. You're gonna let it go down and back. It's inhale, exhale it back. Inhale, exhale, up. Exhale, up. Exhale, up. 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 And up. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend those knees. You can bring your feet down, and we'll just keep the ball between your inner thighs, or between your knees, I should say. Okay, so here, pelvis neutral, we're gonna just squeeze that ball in and release, and squeeze, release, and squeeze, release, exhale, inhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and squeeze. You're gonna hold there. Little pulses going in. So going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it there. Right leg's gonna open and squeeze. Keep those legs steady. Keep going the right one. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open, squeeze. Open and squeeze. Open, squeeze. Open, squeeze. One more time. Open and squeeze. Other side. Ready? Left is gonna open, squeeze. And 2. Keep that right pelvis really still. Pelvis stays really fixed. And squeeze. Squeeze. And squeeze. 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 2 more. Squeeze. You got this. And squeeze. Nice job. All right. Go ahead and relax. We're going to switch gears a little bit. I'm going to have you roll to your hands and knees. You'll keep the ball between your inner thighs for a moment. So I'm just going to place it in between my inner thighs as I'm on my hands and knees here. So I want to keep some pressure on that ball as I'm in this position here. And we're going to work on just keeping light through those hands. Stomach is tight. You're going to exhale, coccyx curl, and inhale, finding length through your spine. Right, so length, not arch, but head to tail is reaching as far away from each other as they possibly can go. Exhaling, lifting, inhaling, light. Exhale, hollow, lifting, low back, right? So try not to push through the shoulders too much. Really think about pushing the tail forward and getting that length, the tailbone under you, that low back curling. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, bellies lifting, tails curling. Inhale back to neutral. And exhale, bellies lifting, tails curling. Inhale back to neutral. Last one. Hollowing. And inhale back to neutral. Great. Here, I'm going to have you try and get into your plank. You're going to take your feet, stretch them out, and put your toes under. So finding your plank here. If it's too much on straight legs, you're welcome to stay on your knees. Just holding this position, keeping the pressure between on the ball, between the thighs, to help you hold. Great. Thinking about pushing that floor away, lifting your belly, squeezing that ball, reaching the heels backward. Excellent. Keep holding. Great. Keep holding. That's it. You got it. Almost there. Good. Keep pushing that floor away. Legs stay strong. Heels are reaching back. And then you're going to just lift your hips up to the sky. So I'm going to keep the pressure on that ball, lift my hips up, adjust your feet under you if they're not feeling like you've got enough support. You're going to let your hips rise up and heels sink downward. So just holding here for a moment, let the shoulders stretch. Let the hips reach up and back. Calves are trying to stretch downward toward the mat. Great. We're going to snake forward back into the plank. So you're going to come up on your toes. and shift forward. Keep pressure on that ball, unroll your body into the plank, holding there. Great. And lifting up again, hips up and back, heels lower. We're going one more time right away, up onto your toes, shifting forward. Again, you're welcome to drop to those knees. Great. Wrap and push up, hips lift, heels sink down. Great. We're gonna go ahead and lower to our knees. You'll bring your right leg in front of you. You're gonna keep the ball for now in between your inner thighs. And I know for some people it won't really stay there, don't worry too much. The idea is to just have it kind of squashed in there a little bit. And the way I can keep it here is to think about squeezing my back glute forward, and at the same time I'm pulling my front heel backward. So my right heel is pulling back, my left glute is pushing forward, and that keeps my pelvis in this very aligned straight position and keeps the inner thighs active. So here's where I want to be to find my balance, right? I'm going to hold that, tuck those back toes under, dig my front heel in, and I'm going to press up into a lunge here. And you don't have to straighten that back leg all the way. I want you to keep the ball there with pressure on it. Stomach is in, chest is lifted. So I'm holding this position here. Yeah. So the further out that back leg goes, the harder this is. So for your challenge, you can bring that back leg in a little tighter. That will make it a little bit easier. Right. From here, I'm going to keep my weight on this front leg. I'm going to really stick out my front butt, my right butt. And then I'm going to bend my left knee by lifting the heel up behind me of my left foot. And then I'm going to try and straighten it out without taking pressure off the ball. So I'm just rolling backward. I'm going to roll that foot forward. And I'm going to roll it backward. Now, if your knee in the back is feeling something, it's because there's not enough weight on the front leg. Yeah, so you really need to get this front leg to do your work. The back leg doesn't have much weight on it, right? Have maybe 25% of your weight on the back leg. The work is happening in that front leg, right? So my butt on the right is burning already, right? Digging that heel in the front. Great, and you're keeping your alignment, keep that belly up tight. As I bend this back leg, I'm pulling my belly in, stretching back, pulling in, stretching back, pulling in, and stretching back. Nice job. We're gonna bring that foot down. So I'm gonna push backward and lower my left heel now. So my right leg could be straight or almost straight. If your foot in the back turned out a little, that's okay. I want you to still think about that ball between. So you're gonna still pull towards your midline, zip up your low belly, trying to really straighten that front leg now. Keep the back leg straight. We're gonna bend the knee. Here you might lose your ball. That's okay. I'm bending that front knee as much as I can with the heel still down in the back, and I'm gonna straighten it again. Bend that front knee and push it straight. Bend that front knee and push it straight. Bend that front knee, push it straight. Bend it, push straight, bend, and push it straight. Very nice. I'm going to have you bend your back knee. We're going back to the floor. We'll switch sides. Yeah, so right knee goes back, left leg in front. I'm going to put the ball back between my inner thighs, kind of close my legs together, meaning pushing that right butt forward now. Left heel is pulling backward. So I'm going back and forth. Great. Holding that position, lifting at my belly. I'm going to tuck those back toes underneath. Give me some support. Dig in my left heel and stick out my left butt and bring myself up into my lunge. Holding on, don't worry about straightening the back leg just yet. I'm going to keep pressure on that ball. Zipping up your center. Excellent. I'm going to now roll forward my back leg into the front, then stretch it out. Pull it under me and roll it back. So remember, I'm working this front butt. If your back knee is feeling something, there's too much weight there, I should be able to come off that back leg if I need to, yeah? Roll it forward, roll it back, roll it forward. Nice job, roll it back, roll it forward. Yes, roll it back. Pressing forward, keep that midline squeeze, and back, forward, and back, and forward. Great, we're going back. You can step forward a tiny bit. You're gonna lower that back heel to the floor. Then I'm gonna try pushing my way back more. So you wanna work towards straightening that front leg and lower that back heel. I'm still gonna grab my midline a little bit. So a little pressure inward. Try and keep that ball or the idea of the ball. If yours didn't stay, that's fine. And I'm going to bend that front knee. So I'm only going to go as far as I can go, keeping the back heel down. And then push back to straight. Keep that midline squeeze. So we'll keep that pelvis really square forward. And straighten. Bend. And straighten. Bend. And straighten. Bend. Nice job. And straighten. And bend. Straighten one last time. Bend. And straighten. Nice job. And then we're going to turn sideways. You can walk your feet a little closer to each other. If you lost your ball, go ahead and grab it again. We'll bring the legs in underneath our hips. Okay. So those of you know me well, you know this is one of my favorites, is this spiral idea, right? I'm going to imagine that I'm spiraling my feet out, and in that I'm going to spiral and let the ball squeeze in front. But I'm not going to actually move those feet, right? I'm going to do that inside my body, spiral. I want my spine though to stay still. So as I spiral and squeeze, the ball moves slightly forward, but I don't tuck my bottom and go under, right? I'm going to keep my position here, press and release. Press and release. Right. Press. Good. And I want you not to end the press here where the ball is. I want you to feel that zip up to your belly button. So as I press in, I should feel like I'm getting all the way up here. Maybe the weight shifts a little forward to the balls of your feet. And then we're going to force it there. So I'm going to have you squeeze, press. If you need help with balance, feel free to hold on to something or stand your roller up and up. We're going to go up onto the toes. Slowly lower your way back down. So find that press and belly zips. I'm going up with that zipper. And then lowering down without letting myself go back. I'm going to stay on those feet. Wrap, squeeze, going up. Slowly lowering down, nice. Coming up. Okay, here's my challenge. I'm going to try and lower those heels without taking your body back at all. So I'm going to keep my body forward and come right back up. Yes, well done. Keep my body forward, heels can tap and come right back up. Don't let my weight go behind me. Yes, nice job. Down. I hope your feet and lower legs are feeling some work now. Down and up, down and up, and down and up. Good, we're going down. Keep your weight active and forward. You're going to pick up your right leg, stand on that left, and I'm going to squeeze the ball with both legs. So I'm squeezing as much back with my left leg as I'm squeezing with my right. So I feel almost like I did when the foot was down. And release. Try and bring it in. And release. Bring it in. Good squeeze. And release. Still finding that zipper. And release it a little bit and come right back. Zipper up. And release. And pull it in. And release, and pull it in. Good hold. There, you're going to place the foot back down. Wrap again, find that nice strength in your body. Bring your weight a little to the ball of the feet, picking up the left leg. Yeah, here we go. Zipper in and open. Zipper in and open. Zipper in and open. Squeeze, press and open. Squeeze, press, grow tall and forward. Open. Squeeze, press and open. Squeeze, press and open. Two more. Squeeze, press and open. Very nice. And squeeze, press. Great. Hold there. We'll place the foot down. Okay, we're going to turn so that my feet are in line, one in front of the other. If you can manage to keep the ball there, I would keep it there. It's a little bit helpful. If it feels too much for you, you could remove it. You're going to think again about pressing in on that ball. So I'm going to stay pressed in. First of all, find my support here. I'm not sticking out, right? And I'm not turning out. I'm going to lift up and forward. Weight divided between 2 feet. Spread out your toes. And we're going to come up onto those toes and hold. So holding steady, keep the pressure from the inner thighs coming up into your low belly. That should really help you get up there and feel stable-ish. And then you're going to slowly lower down. Keep your weight forward. Don't fall backwards. Control that roll down through your feet and up. So Molly's doing this while not falling down, getting pushed over by dogs. That is even more incredible. I'm very proud of you. And slowly down. Heels connecting with the floor lightly and back up. Good. Holding steady, lengthen through that low belly. Through the head, up, out the body. Slowly down. One more. Here we go. Up. Holding. And slowly down. Great. We're going to turn the feet all the way around the other side. Good. Find a good position that feels comfortable. Good pressure inward on that ball. Great. Zipping up from your center, find your weight in between the 2 feet, spread out those toes. And here we go, lifting, keep pressure, kneecaps both facing forward. And then slowly down. Exhale, lift. And slowly control, heels lightly going down and lifting up. And slowly down, lifting up, and slowly down. Nice job, lifting up, keep holding, keep squeezing that midline, tummies up, shoulders down, slowly down. 2 more, up, and slowly down. 1 more, up, and slow, control your way down. Very nice. And then relax. All right, let's take the ball away from in between your inner thighs. Feels like there's so much space in there now. Right. So here, let's grab your hand just for a moment. I think it'd be a helpful tool. You're going to take your foot, place your right foot in that baraband. And then you're going to hold the 2 loose ends. And bring the leg up towards your chest. So we're just holding here, shoulders down. You can pull, I pull some good tension on that band to hold me here. Right, we're just gonna play with your balance here on this single leg. I don't want to sink, right? I want to really lift up and forward, spread out my toes on the floor, right? And hold that position. Stomach's up, body's growing tall, shoulders down. Nice, keep holding there. Keep growing the top of your head long. Keep lowering the shoulders down your sides. And then if you have more behind you, you can stretch that front leg out. Right. If it's enough just to have it bent, you're welcome to stay there. Great. See if you can then carefully open it out to the side. It doesn't have to be as high as mine, wherever it's comfortable, and you're going to really lift up through your standing leg. And then bend it in towards your inner thigh. If you can place it there, you want to really push back here with your standing leg. Yep, push back and grow up tall. You don't fall over like I just did. Holding strong. That's it. And then we lower that leg down. Okay, let's switch sides. Very well done. I might add, you guys look great out there. Picking up the band or both sides of the band, pulling that leg in towards your chest, shoulders down, spreading those toes out on the floor. Great. Holding there, just feeling that strength and that lift. You're really working the standing hip. Still imagining those inner thighs are connected, right? That's really going to give me some good stability. If you can stretch that leg in front. If not, that's okay too. Shoulders still down. Great. And then we could open it side. Great. And then slowly control and bend it in, working on pressing this thigh and foot towards each other. So both leg and hip pushing toward that midline, closing that connection. And from that connection, I don't have to be slouchy. I can really grow my body up tall and strong. Nice. And then slowly lowering that leg to the ground. Very nice. Okay, so that was, I always steal the yoga tree pose because I really find that connects the body really nicely. So it's a great exercise to throw into your day, or with your squishy ball, and the inner thigh is the same idea of having that connection towards the midline. Yeah. So if we take that more into our Pilates, we break down the Pilates plank, right? So the Pilates plank initially starts from standing on 2 feet, hinging forward, reaching to the floor, but then it progresses to standing on 1 foot. So I love to practice this idea of standing on 1 foot. Yeah. We're going to take the torso long. Same. We're going to imagine that the back of the head and the back of my heel behind me are in one line. They're going to stay in that one line. This standing leg is going to stay strong for me. You want to imagine that ball is still between those inner thighs, and then I can hinge myself forward, staying connected through my middle, and bring myself back up. Right? So I can take that length, I'm thinking of length through my body, and bring myself back up. That connection to my inner thigh stays. Let's do that one more time. Finding that length, reach the heel, reach the head. Imagine that ball is still there and connecting to my middle, stomach zipped up, and then I bring myself back. Yeah, let's try the other side. I like to start with the leg behind me, so I feel like I can close my body around my center line, and then I'm going to hold that leg strong, my right leg strong. Head reaches, heel reaches down, and bring myself back up, nice and controlled. If you want to reach through those arms as well, forward, and bring myself back up. And one more time, coming into that length, and bring myself back up nice and steady. Okay, so let's go down into the plank. We're going to get there on 2 feet. So I'm going to use that hinge on 2 feet. Should feel really easy now, yes? You can bend your knees from here, or if you can reach the floor without bending your back, you can do that as well. You're going to walk the hands out, find your plank position. So if the kneeling plank is a much better game for you, you're welcome to be there. What I want you to feel in this plank is that with that inner thigh connection, I can actually easily lengthen one leg out, right? Because I'm solid here. So if I'm doing this on my knee, it's the same thing. I can stretch one leg out and bring it back. Let's try the other side. Up, just lengthening that leg, lengthen that. Keep that midline squeeze happening. And down. Let's switch sides again. Leg. Nice. Don't let that pelvis move. And down. And holding steady. And one leg. And back down. Very nice. Hold that plank, whether it's kneeling or feet under. All is perfect. You're going to exhale. Follow that belly to the sky, or the hips up and back in child's pose, or you could be in the elephant, right? Take a deep breath in. You're going to exhale, press those heels back, let the shoulders open. And press those hips up to the sky. Right, if you need more shoulder stretch, you can bend the knees, really dropping open in the chest. And then we'll walk our way back, bringing yourself to your neutral. Big inhale, reaching up to the sky. And releasing down, nice.